Hello dear viewers. So in previous video of episode 1 we learned how to download Eclipse and setup for a simple Java program. So hopefully you have understood now how to set up Java program initially. So in this episode, second episode, we will learn how to write a program. I mean to say, I will give a short overview of how to write Java code. So let's get started. So for that, for that we will use Eclipse. For same Eclipse we will use. So as you can see, let me close this already created project. So let me close this, or I can delete this also. Yeah, so what you need to do is first of all you need to create a simple project. So right click on file and new and Java project, right? So give a project name, let's say game project. So we are taking example of game project, right? So a workspace location, that is the default workspace location. We have to specify work space location, so that is already been given, so no need to explicitly do here now. So after that you need to click on next button and click on finish. Okay, so as you can see we have now a new project, that is a game project. So we have GRE system library for to compile and execute program, and we have initial SRC package. So what is package? So let me tell you, package is nothing but a folder, or you can say directory, or normally for to understand we can say folder. Okay, so let me show you this workspace location. So let's open that location. So here it is. So we have game project in this location. So whatever the code we will write will get created inside this folder. Okay, so as you can see we have initially one folder. Okay, so SRC is a for general you can say folder, but in programming term we generally use directory, or packages we use for this term folder in coding. So yeah, so the SRC is a package for now, right, in Java. Okay, so initially we have SRC package. So inside this package we will create one more package. You can create what lot more package, or how much you want to create you can create. There is no restriction, but for this example we will use only one package inside this SRC package. Okay, so just create this package, that is normally say game, or we can say game, make it a game only, right? So yeah, finish. Okay, so we will create a class inside this game package class. So this class will get created inside SRC package. Okay, so it is, so inside game package we will get created this class. So I will name it as a game. Okay, all right, so tick this option. So we will require this method for to trigger application. So tick this option and click on finish. So now we have this game class. So we will take example of simple game application, right? So let's say we have 4 types of game initially. Let's say Ludo, chess, or carom. Okay, so so we will use this example. So what you can do is we will create a constant for all those game, constant ID. Let's say for chess we will define ID as a 1. For Ludo we will give a constant as a constant ID is a 2, not static. Okay, so int okay, so integer type variable we are declaring is constant variable we are using here. So that is not a member variable. Okay, so that is a simple constant. So we are defining ID for different game. Okay, so that is a constant ID we are defining it. So this is not any member variable. So class is basically consist of member variable and member method or function. Okay, so this is not a member variable, so this is a constant, public static constant. So we are defining here ID for different game, right? So similarly for carom the ID will be 3. Okay, so why we are using void, it will be int. Sorry. Okay, so we have this constant with 3 constant. So for now we will use these 3 only for understanding, right? So we have main game class and we have 3 constant defined and we have a constant describing ID for these 3 game, right? So next what we gonna do is we will create a constructor. Okay, so let me tell you, every class has a constructor. So for to create an object, okay, of any specific class, so it must have a constructor. So without constructor we cannot create an object. Okay, so let's we will use this we will create this we will create an object of this game class. So we must have one constructor, right? So in constructor we will pass this ID. Okay, so this will identify the game. This ID will help to identify the game, right? So that's it. So we will okay, so void, so make it as a default access modifier. We are using access modifier. Okay, so it will start from capital letter, and what we gonna pass here is integer type ID, basically a game ID. Okay, so we will pass this game id to okay, so we have not defined any member variable, so let's define it, member variable. So as I have already told you, class basically consists of member variable and member function. So we have not defined any member variable yet, so let's define it. So what will be the member variable? So every game has a player count, and we can identify whether this game is a indoor game or outdoor game, right? So first of all, we can have a member variable like player count. Okay, so integer type player count, right? And we can also define like boolean type variable to identify whether this game is a indoor game or outdoor game, right? So is outdoor game. Okay, so player count, outdoor game. Okay, so yeah, and okay, so id, so we have also defined id here. Let's say integer type game id. Okay, so we have 3 member variable in game class, right? And one constructor. In constructor we are passing game id, right? So this dot game id equal to game id. Okay, so this dot game id, this actually identify that we are assigning values to member variable of the same object, right? So this dot game id means game id is a member variable, not this what we call, not this variable. Okay, so member variable, we are assigning values to member variable of the object, right? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so okay, so next what we gonna do is we will create an object inside this main method. Okay, so we will create an object of a main class. Okay, game1, let's say game1 equal to new game, and we will pass a game id. Let's say for chess we will pass 1. Okay, so now with this game1 object is created. Okay, so next what we gonna do is we will pass the remaining details to this game object, like what, game1 dot player count. Okay, so let's say, so in chess one requirement id1, it is of, okay, so instead of passing this one variable we can use this constant here. Okay, all right, so we have passed constant, so we are creating an object of chess game. Okay, so what is the player count in chess? So that is a 2 player in chess. So this game object, game1 is a object of game class, and player count is one of the member variable of this game1 object, and this here we are passing value to 2 is basically a player count. Okay, so game1 dot next outdoor game, is it a outdoor game or indoor game? So chess is a indoor game, so what we can do is outdoor game, false. This is not an outdoor game, right? So we are setting it as false. Okay, all right, so here is it. So we are going to create one more method that will display this information. So we will create one more method, and the method will be static method, public static void, and display game info. So okay, so we have created a static method inside this game class. Okay, so what it will do is, so it will take a parameter of game class. Okay, it will take a parameter of game class, and it will display the member variable values to console, right? So it will basically display the values. Okay, so to display the value, we will use the this piece of line of code, system.out.println, and inside this method is .println. so we have to display number of player count. Okay, that is a player count. What will be the play? Okay, so game, how we gonna do is, so to display the value, for to access the member variable, let me tell you, for to access the member variable we use object name. So here this game is a object. Okay, so for to access the member variable we use object name dot name of the member variable. So player count, that is okay, so that's it, and we are done. Player count, and next is second member variable, that is outdoor game. Okay, so this is it. So second member variable is outdoor game. So okay, so we have created this static method. So static, for to call the static method we do not use any object. Okay, so this thing I will explain in the next video, but this is an overview of basic Java program. So let's consider this only. So for to access this display game info, what we gonna do is simply we access a static method from class name dot method name. So what is the class name? Game dot. Instead doing this, you can also access it by display game info, right? But let me show you. You can access this method from class name, because static method always access from class name dot method name. So class here is a game, and method is a display info display game info, right? So inside this method we will pass the game object, so which is a game one, this object of game. Okay, all right, so let me explain you briefly. So we have created a game class. Okay, so inside this we have three public static constants. So this is not a member variable. Next we have created these three member variable. Okay, integer type, two integer type, and one boolean variable. Okay, Inside this we have this public static void main, because the application will get triggered from here only, so we need this public static void main method. Okay, so this is a mandatory. Okay, next we have used this game constructor, so this is require. Okay, so we will pass these, we are passing here, we are setting actually game id. Okay, so for to identify which object is which game object it is. Okay, so yeah, so that's why we are passing game id, so that is required according to this design. Okay, so this is a constructor and this is a public static method. Okay, so static method get called from class name only. Okay, class name dot display game info. Let's say if it is non-static, then we will use we use object name dot method name, but this is only a static, this is a static method, so we don't require method to access method. Okay, so that's it, so we are done. So let's run this application and let's see if it goes well. So from control F11 we can so as you can see here in console we got the values, player count 2 and is outdoor game, false is indoor game, right? So hopefully you have I have given you the basic overview of how to write a Java program. Okay, and this is a simple explanation of how things works in Java. So this is just an overview. In next video of episode 3 we will in episode 3 we will get each of these topics, right? So what is member variable, or how to access this member variable, and what is method, and how to access method, what are the ways of to access the method, right? So in next video we will understand main details of this. Okay, so hopefully you have understood now how things works in Java. So if you like this video, so please like my if you like my video and subscribe my channel. So thank you everyone, bye.